Hey there, I've got the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 and the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro here. Are they worth an upgrade? Let's find out. Samsung's Galaxy Buds 3 and Galaxy Buds 3 Pro are the company's first earbuds to feature stems as part of their designs, and that has some folks mocking Samsung for creating another Apple AirPods clone in a sea of AirPods clones. There's some truth to that, but what ultimately matters is how well these earbuds fit, sound, and perform. We've got two buds here that are similar in many ways. They share a lot of the same features, but do have some key differences. The Galaxy Buds 3, which cost $180, are open buds like the AirPods 3 and are designed for people who don't like having ear tips jammed in their ears. Meanwhile, the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, which cost $250, are noise isolating earbuds like the AirPods Pro 2. Both are available in silver or white, and their prices are very similar to those corresponding AirPods models. Battery life for the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro is rated up to 7 hours with noise canceling off and 6 hours with it on. Galaxy Buds 3 are rated for up to 6 hours with ANC off and 5 hours with it on. Now, it's hard to review two products in a single video, so what I'm gonna do is tell you what I like about these buds and then let you know a few things I don't like so much. Here's what I like. First up is their fit. Some of you may be disappointed that Samsung moved to a stem design copying the AirPods, but both new Galaxy Buds are lightweight and comfortable to wear and fit my ears well. With the Buds 3, I got a little more secure fit than I did with the AirPods 3, and with the Buds 3 Pro, I was able to pass the seal test in the app with the largest ear tips, though I would have liked to have an option of using a tip that was just a touch larger. Sorry, quick interruption. So initially we were planning on posting this review video earlier, but as many of you are probably aware, Samsung ran into some quality control issues with the ear tips for the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, so their ship date was pushed back to mid-August for a lot of folks who pre-ordered them. I didn't have any issues with the ear tips, and neither did a couple of other people in our office who got early units, so hopefully this is just a minor hiccup. Okay, back to the review. Next up is their controls. I do like that these earbuds have pinch controls similar to the AirPods, as well as swipe controls for volume adjustment. You just run your finger up the side of either bud to raise and lower volume, and I do think the Buds pinch and swipe controls work well. Both models have relatively robust feature sets. While the Buds 3 Pro have a couple of extra features, the two earbuds share a lot of the same features and have identical cases that offer wireless and USB-C charging, along with a dedicated Bluetooth button that makes it easier to pair any Bluetooth audio device. They're equipped with Bluetooth 5.4 and ear detection sensors. As for water and dust resistance, they have an IP57 rating, which means they can withstand a sustained spray of water. They support LE audio along with the new AuraCast feature that allows you to hear Bluetooth broadcasts in public places like gyms. Samsung's 360 audio feature is also on board with head tracking, like it is with the AirPods and their spatial audio feature. I use these buds with an iPhone 14 Pro along with Samsung's Galaxy Flip 5. The audio wouldn't automatically switch between my iPhone and the Flip 5, but Samsung users get automatic pairing and switching between their Galaxy devices, including laptops, so I was able to pair the buds with my Galaxy Tab 8 Plus and Flip 5 and have the audio automatically switch back and forth between them. The active noise canceling on the Buds 3 Pro is good and at least on par with the noise canceling you get with the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and maybe slightly better. That said, I would say the noise canceling is a touch behind what you get with the AirPods Pro 2, the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds, and Sony WF-1000X Mark V buds. I tested the noise canceling with an HVAC unit running in my apartment, and those models were able to muffle just a tad more noise from the unit. Of course, how tight a seal you get from the ear tips you're using is crucial to noise canceling performance, so make sure you have a tight seal. The Buds 3 Pro's ambient mode, which lets sound into the buds, also seems very good. You can adjust the levels, but I thought it sounded quite natural at the middle setting. Additionally, the Buds 3 Pro have something similar to the AirPods Pro 2's adaptive audio feature. Samsung says the buds constantly collect and identify surrounding sound and automatically adjust the optimal level of noise and sound without manual adjustment through adaptive noise control, siren detect, and voice detect. Basically what's going on is that it's kicking in noise canceling when you need it and then opening the buds up when you don't need it. I was impressed with both earbud sound quality, though more so with the Buds 3 Pro, which featured dual drivers, a 10mm dynamic driver to go along with a planar tweeter. Samsung owns Harman, which has brands like JBL and AKG under its umbrella, but there's no longer any sound by AKG stamped on these Galaxy Buds cases, so Samsung seems to have moved away from that little branding tie-in. The Buds 3 have a single 11mm dynamic driver, and I thought they sounded quite good for open earbuds. They have good clarity and the bass performance is also good, though like a lot of open earbuds, the Buds 3 are a little bass shy. I thought the AirPods 3 sounded a touch better. It's not a night and day difference. The AirPods 3 are just slightly fuller sounding and play slightly louder. The planar tweeter driver in the Buds 3 Pro does enhance treble performance. Samsung also says the Buds 3 Pro have dual amps, which helps reduce wireless hiccups. For those wondering how these compare to the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, the Buds 3 Pro do sound better. Buds 2 Pro sound good, but the Buds 3 Pro's treble clarity and bass definition is superior, and they sound cleaner and more accurate overall. I actually thought they sounded a little better than the AirPods Pro 2. They're a little more dynamic, they just sound a little punchier overall, and their treble has a little more sparkle to it. Both Buds support the Samsung Seamless codec that Samsung says is now capable of delivering 24-bit 96 kilohertz high-resolution streams. I listened to tracks on my Galaxy Flip 5 using Qobuz and frankly only heard a very subtle difference in sound quality from listening to the same tracks on my iPhone using Qobuz and Spotify. You have to be a pretty sophisticated listener to hear any differences. The Buds 3 Pro have lights in their stems, or blades as Samsung calls them, while the Buds 3 don't. I like them. They let you know when the buds are in pairing mode, and they flash when you use the Find My feature as the buds make a chirping noise. This would make them easier to find in a dark room, for example. You can also just activate the lights by pinching and holding each bud for a few seconds and wear the buds around with lights on if that's your thing. Last but not least, I was really impressed with the voice calling performance. Samsung has mostly done a good job with voice calling performance in its previous Galaxy Buds models, but these new Series 3 models deliver even better voice calling performance with top-notch noise reduction. They have 3 microphones in each bud along with a voice pickup unit. Earbuds with the stem design do get the microphones a little closer to your mouth, so that does help with voice calling. In my calls using the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro in the noisy streets of New York, with some wind in fact, callers said they could barely hear any background noise and that my voice was mostly clear with limited warbling. Have a listen as I talk with fellow editor Josh Goldman. All right, I'm making a test call here in the streets of New York City. Just note that the call is being recorded over the internet, so there's a tiny bit of compression. I'm talking to editor Josh Goldman. Josh, how do I sound? It's very hot here in New York City, so I'm trying not to sweat, but there's a lot of cars going by, a fair amount of noise, people walking by as well.
If you're on the city streets, I don't hear any evidence of it. It's very quiet on my end. You might as well be in a closed conference room. I can't really hear anything, and your voice quality sounds good. It's like a typical cell phone phone call. So all in all, sounds great.
Okay, let's move on to a few things that I don't like, or at least don't love about these buds. I do think their design is a little generic. Some have said they're a little cheap looking, and that may be so, but the case does have a solid feel to it, and the buds themselves don't look any cheaper than the AirPods. The blades on the silver models, and just to be clear, these are plastic, not metal. They do give the buds a little bit of a Tesla Cybertruck vibe, so there is that, but some folks may be disappointed the buds don't come in colors to match their new Galaxy smartphones. I also think it's weird that Samsung has given another set of open earbuds active noise canceling, like Samsung's earlier Galaxy Buds Live, aka the Beans. The Buds 3 have some active noise canceling, but it just doesn't seem to do much because ANC typically doesn't work well with open buds. I couldn't really tell the difference when I turned it on with the Buds 3, though I did notice the sound change slightly when I engaged the ANC. Maybe there's a bit of ambient sound filtration, but if you're looking for real noise canceling, you want the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. I didn't love that the ear tips for the Buds 3 Pro are custom designed for the buds, make it a little tricky to get your own tips on there if need be. The same is true for the AirPods. True, of course, and ironically, I was able to get some third-party foam tips made for the AirPods Pro 2 to click onto the Buds 3 Pro, but they didn't give me a tight seal according to the seal test in the app. My only other gripe is I do think that their list prices are a little high. Samsung often runs trade-in deals or has discounts on accessories like earbuds when you buy a new Galaxy phone, so most people won't pay anywhere near full price for these, and you shouldn't either. It's hard to say what they're really worth, but probably about 30% less. As I said in my first take of these buds, some of you might be a little disappointed that Samsung gave in and followed Apple's earbuds approach after determining the stem design worked best for the most people. For what it's worth, I did like the fit of these better than that of the Galaxy Buds 2 and Buds 2 Pro, as well as the more recent Galaxy Buds FE, and I do think they'll fit a wider range of ears. For the right price, I have no problem recommending the Galaxy Buds 3 to Samsung Galaxy owners as well as other Android users who don't like having ear tips jammed in their ears. But the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro are more special and compete well against other premium noise-canceling earbuds in their price range, particularly when it comes to sound quality and voice calling performance, which is truly top-notch. If you're contemplating upgrading from the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, the Buds 3 Pro are better, but it's not a massive difference. So I think it really comes down to what kind of deal you can get on the Buds 3 Pro. Some of the trade-in deals are pretty tempting, but I'm sure some people prefer the Bud 2 Pro stemless design, so that makes it a harder choice. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below and hit the like button if you found this video informative at all. I'm David Carnoy for Cnet.com. Thanks for watching.